Welcome back to Crappy Classics, and in today's video we have this relatively new wood chipper that was bought, used a couple times, and then put away by its owner, and sat about 4 years. In today's video, we're going to get it running, see if there's anything wrong with it. I've already noticed one thing wrong with it, so let's start there, and let's get into this. But this broke off. See, the plastic is broken on the bottom. I always love working on this customer's equipment because he just does a great job maintaining his stuff, and it's always in really nice shape when it comes in. It's not dirty or messed up. Okay, so I got this old switch apart. Now I got a new one right here. We're going to put this on. To get this new switch ready for installation, I'm going to have to take out this, that one I already took out, and this one. And to do that, just going to use a flathead screwdriver and take them off. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I need to be able to wire the new switch in. So I got this ready to go on. I left the washer and nut on this side. I took it off this side. That way, I can just slide this on here and set it down like that. And now I can screw that on. Now you're putting these switches on, be really careful not to over tighten them, because this is made out of relatively cheap plastic and it will break very easily. So just be careful about that. That is, if you can even find one of these switches. So the customer actually found this switch for me and bought it before I got the machine in. So I have no idea how the customer found this switch. I've looked for this switch for quite a while and haven't found it. Maybe he called the manufacturer of this thing and bought it. I have no clue. That's my guess of how he found this. Because it is just about unobtainable. Now that the case is on, this wire here needs to be fed through this hole in the case. Like that. And there's a nut, plastic nut, that goes on this. Through here, it goes together just how the old one would have come apart. This doesn't need to be overwhelmingly tight, just has to be tight enough to work. Now onto the switch part. To do this, I'm just going to loosen this one up a little bit, and this one a little bit. Now I can slide the connections in. And if I remember correctly, it goes like this. So this connection goes in here. This connection goes in here. And this all gets tightened down. And then you tighten this down. That should, in theory, lock the wire in and seal it off from the elements, but I don't know how that whole thing is working. Now these can go back into this, and you're done. Remember not to over-tighten these either. If you over-tighten these, it'll break the case, just like if you over-tighten the other bolt. And as you can see, it is working properly. When you push on this, it locks down, and you twist it a little bit, it pops back up. That is how this switch is supposed to function. This is an electric start machine, and it does turn over if you hit the key. I just bumped it to see what happened. So I'm going to check the oil, turn the choke on, and see if it'll start. Has plenty of good oil. So let's turn the choke on and try to start this thing. Throttle. I think that's the direction of throttle. Okay, we'll try the pull start. Well, it started. Seems to be running pretty good, actually. Well, it seemed to be running pretty good. We're going to see about draining the fuel out of it because it doesn't seem to want to run that well or at all now on that fuel. And that is 4-year-old gas, so, you know, it's probably not that great. Ooh. That's some good stuff there. Fuel's still draining. I just wanted to mention that I checked the air filter. How you do that is there's 2 bolts you take out on this. One here and one on the other side. Then you can just flip this right up. And that gives you access to the air filter. So as you probably saw in the test of this, it's ready to go back to its owner now. All I gotta do is pressure wash it. I checked the belts, made sure they were tight, and now it's ready to go. I'll see you in the next video.